Next morning I woke up early. The weather was sunny and it was just the perfect day to spend at the beach. Hello my friends, it's 6 o'clock in the morning here in Issyk-Kul, and to be honest with you, it's quite cold here. As you can see, I'm wearing 2 layers of t-shirts on me. The lake is surrounded by mountains and, of course, due to its elevated position, it can be quite cold in the morning and during the night. I think right now it's about 15 or 16 degrees Celsius. But during the day, the temperature here is about 40 or 45 degrees Celsius. Usually in the morning, the beach is empty and quiet. Only a few people might swim so early in the morning. Although, as I learned from them, the water is not that cold, so I'll definitely go for a swim tomorrow morning. And now it's just the perfect time for a walk or for a run. As you can see, there is no one here yet. But in a few hours, this beach will be full of people who is swimming and enjoying this beautiful day. I returned to the beach at 11 a.m. and, like I said, the beach is almost full of people already. Anyway, while I'm looking for a place on the beach, let me tell you a little bit more about the lake. The lake lies at an altitude more than 1.5 kilometers above sea level, so the climate is milder here than in other regions. There is no arid heat. Issyk-Kul is really huge. It reaches 180 kilometers in length and up to 70 kilometers in width, which makes it possible to see it even from space. The deepest place in the lake is about 670 meters, and the average depth is about 300 meters. By the way, the uniqueness of this lake is that it does not freeze even in winter. That's why it was called Issyk-Kul, which means hot lake in Kyrgyz language. To come here and never swim in the lake is just a crime, so let's do it together. What I haven't mentioned yet, that this lake is also the most cleanest lake in the world, after Lake Baikal in Russia. As you can see, the water here is crystal clear. It's incredible. Just look at this. you can go deeper and deeper, and the sandy bottom of the lake is always visible. At first, the water can be a little bit cold, but once you get used to it, it's pretty comfortable. Actually, it can be both quite cold and warm, depending on the day. Whoa. Perfect. Wow. One more thing, in 2006, a research was conducted on the bottom of this lake and traces an ancient civilization that inhabited these lands 2,050 years ago. Can you imagine this? You can spend the whole day on the beach without even notice it, just enjoying the sun and swimming in the refreshing water of the lake. But one thing you should always keep in mind is that due to the elevation of the lake, your skin can succumb to sunburn much quicker than in lower lying areas. So be careful and always put sunscreen on your body.
Wow, what a water! It's really refreshing. Wow. Oh. Amazing.
This is exactly how I spent most of my second day in Issyk-Kul. The weather was perfect, and it wouldn't have been better to spend such a sunny day doing something else here. And of course, after so many swims in the lake, the most desirable thing is food. Luckily, you don't have to go far away from the lake. There are a huge number of small cafes and eateries everywhere. And I must admit that the local cuisine here is very delicious. You can try national food or any other Central Asian or European cuisine. The average price in any cafe here is about $5 for one meal, which I think is not very expensive for such a yummy. And yes, the portions here are very large. Another good thing, while eating you can always enjoy live music. What a great service! Let's call it a day, because after such a great dinner, the rest of the time I just walked along these green, beautiful and cozy streets that are filled with small shops and cafes. I also bought some local apricots for the next day. The price was 100 Kyrgyz som, which makes $1.30 for 2 kilograms. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay tuned and see you tomorrow morning at the beach, where I will try to swim at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then continue exploring the lake Issyk-Kul and the city of Cholpon Other.
Все, спасибо.
На здоровье. Интересно,